Okay, so we went through quite a few reports, and it looked like we were doing everything kind of annual planning and stuff like that, and it was really at the click of a button, and so that means a lot of time has been freed up. And so now I'm wondering, can we move from annual planning to something at a lower level, like monthly planning or even weekly or something like that?
Yeah, we can do that, and I will show you in the next report. So there are a lot more details what you can do with the automatic forecast, and this monthly planning. If you have monthly data, you can plan monthly. If you have weekly data, you can plan weekly. If you have daily data, you can plan daily.
Okay.
Because it's, like you said, it's just a click of a button.
Oh wow, this report looks a lot different than the ones I'm used to.
Yeah, so the most important thing here is that we have like a starting month. Where should our forecast start? So, and we can select where it should start. So let's say we want to start in March or in April. So this would be our first month for forecasting.
Okay, what's that prediction type though? It says best.
Yeah, this is one other thing. So we are not running only one time series analysis algorithm. We have different ones. So best means that all these algorithms run through the time with a time series data, and the best of these algorithms will be returned. So this means if, for example, ARIMA, which involves rolling averages, if this is very good on your data, then this will be returned. And if linear model is very good on your data, this will be returned. But it will always be all of these algorithms are calculated for your data input, and only the best is returned in this case. And what we can also do is not only do this for every month and with this best, so that you always get the best result. What we also can do is we can do this for all hierarchies, for all combinations. So we have 4 product groups here, so we can do this for every product group, and we have all these customer regions. So we can choose different countries here. So for example, Germany, where we are at the moment, and now we can predict for all these combinations, so all product groups, all countries, and with one click, with this on Predict Global, all the data from the last 3 years, like before, but now for all combinations. It's not like only for bikes in Germany. It's for all product groups in Germany, in Russia, and Italy, in the US. Everything is combined, and for each time series, there is a prediction. And as we can see here, so we have here bikes in Germany, as we selected here. So we have the budget here. We have the upper bound, lower bound. Same thing like we have on the other report. So now we have started at April. So like we have chosen here.
Okay.
And we also get additional information about that. This is what you see here.
Yeah, that was what I was just wanting to ask about. So where we see here ARIMA and things like that, that relates to the prediction types that it went through, I'm guessing?
Exactly.
Okay.
So as we chose best here, it runs all these algorithms, and then it gives it an accuracy. So in this case, ARIMA was the best algorithm. So these values are calculated by ARIMA. And we see, okay, they are all very good. Seasonal naive is not so good in this case because maybe the data is not so seasonal. But the thing is that if I go to something else, let's say for components, we again have the automated forecast, upper bounds and lower bounds, and we have the accuracy for this combination. And in this case, Hold Winters was the best algorithm, and with a accuracy of 94%. And we can go on. We can go to Russia, for example. Okay, so here we have no data. So we get told that there is no data available.
Yeah, even the insufficient part, I was also wondering, because before we saw sufficient, so it gives you a warning when it can't have enough to process reliably, right? Okay.
Exactly. And let's see if bikes are there. Okay, bikes, they buy bikes in Russia too. And so we have the accuracy here again. So again, Rima was the best. So we have the accuracy for all these combinations. Let's see if clothing is there. Yeah. So here, Old Winters was the best. You see these upper and lower bounds, and so you get also an answer. How accurate was the forecast? So because you see the numbers and you can trust them or not. But if you have a number which says, okay, this is how good the algorithm rates itself, then it's better. So, and maybe you should not use forecasts which have an accuracy lower than, I don't know, 80 or 70%. Sometimes it's even good then, but sometimes it's not.
Okay, I like here that I can see with this accuracy percentage that it is choosing different algorithms so that I have more trust in it to see, okay, it's being in that sense transparent with me, because I have to say in the graph it looks nice because the space between the lower edge and top edge, it's pretty small. And it's nice that I can actually see reflected, okay, it's using something that is highly accurate, and that there are certain ones, in this case the seasonal naive, that are less accurate. So that's nice to see.
Exactly. And what we can also do is, like, let's go back to the bikes because we have more data there. What we can also see is, so now we used 2018 4. So we have the first 3 months of 2018 as an additional input. So now let's go to the next quarter. Let's start with 2018 7. So we have the first 6 months as an additional data. So this will stay, but and then I click predict here. So this is only for this scenario here. So I built this button just for the showcase. And now we see accuracy has changed. So now it's 97% instead of 96%. And we have smaller upper and lower bound range. It gets smaller because we have more data, so it gets more accurate. And if we go on with that, so next thing would be, so we have the first 3 quarters, and we click on predict. Then we have additional months there. And hopefully it gets better. It gets better, but we also see, okay, so now it's another algorithm. And what we can see is that this is now very narrow. So what we can see is if we do this every quarter, every month, you see it's just a click of the button, then we can get more accurate values as we go, as time goes by. So we can do this monthly or weekly, depending on what our data is based on, and we get better and better results. So, and this is very good also to react on actual events. So something happens. So, and then this last month is taken into account for the forecast. So this will be more accurate than if I plan in, let's say, October of the next year. And if I'm in July, so October is long ago. So maybe I just want to reforecast, and I can do this now with just clicking here. And I can do this monthly, and I can do this for all hierarchies. And I always have the feedback on how good was the forecast.
This all looks really fantastic, and so I have to say the part that you're not going to like. So this is all demo data, and it looks great. How would I get this to work on my own data?
We prepared packages for that, and I will show you this in the next lesson.
All right, great.